Hello there, and a very warm welcome to your Danish class. Today we are going to practice the very tricky Danish R, the R sound. The Danish R sound is very different from the English and most other languages. It is a sound that comes from the back of the throat, like so. Where in English it is r, r. Romance, romance. Romantic in Danish, romantic. Eller rose, rose, rose. And then I'm exaggerating a little bit. Rose in English, rose, rose. You use the tongue. You roll and curl your tongue in English, but in Danish we just use the back of our throat. So to begin, just try and practice this sound. It's like a soft gurgling sound. Yes. And let's try and practice some short, simple words using the R. Let's grab a piece of paper and put it on the clipboard. And let's also grab a pencil. And first we are going to write ro, ro, R-O. And ro means calm, calm, calm. Or rolig, rolig. There was a sense of calm in the room. Der var en stemning af ro i rummet. Yeah, or rolig can be an adjective. As an adjective, it is rolig. He was calm. Han var rolig. Yeah, and next, regn, regn. It means rain. R-E-G-N. Regn means rain. Regn. And rød, rød means red. R-Ø-D. Red. Rød, rød, rød. Yes, the color red. And rose, rose. Rose. R-O-S-E. Spelled exactly as in English, but pronounced differently. Rose, rose, in rose, in rose. It is a little bit more inaudible when you say it naturally. In Danish, I exaggerate a little bit just to make the sound more clear for you. So in everyday language, we will just say rose, rose, rose. In rose, a rose, rose, rose. Yes, rose. And let's write rund, rund, rund. En rund bold, en rund bold. A round ball. Rund means round, round. R-U-N-D, rund, rund. Yeah, rund, rund. En rund bold, en rund bold, en rund bold. Rejse, rejse. Travel, rejse. Rejse, 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 rejse. And rejse means travel. Jeg vil gerne rejse jorden rundt. I would like to travel around the world. Yes. Rejse. And restaurant. Restaurant means restaurant. Restaurant is how you would say it in English. And it is spelled exactly as in English, just pronounced very differently. Restaurant. And this is one of those many words in Danish which is said, it pronounced much differently than it is spelled. R-E-S-T-A-U-R-A-N-T. Restaurant. Yeah, the T in the end is actually pronounced as a G. Restaurant, restaurant. And the A-U is pronounced as resto, restaurant, as an O. Yes. So when the R is at the beginning of the word, is where it is most audible and pronounced. But when placed inside the words, it can sound much different. Oftentimes more pronounced, and oftentimes almost inaudible and almost silent. So let's take some words where we have the RE sound at the end of the words. Være, være, være. Yeah, we don't say være. Jeg vil gerne være til nytte. I would like to be of use. We say jeg vil gerne være. Jeg vil gerne være. Være. So the RE sound is være. Være. Yeah. And let's take a few more. There are many words with A-R-E. Være. Være. Bære. To carry. Bære. B-A-R-E. Bære. To carry. To carry something. Bære. B-A-R-E. Ære. Ære. Yeah. Ære. Være. Bære. Lære. 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 To learn. Lære. Learn. Learn. At lære. To learn. Lære. Være. Bære. Lære. Kære. Kære. Dear. Kære mormor. Dear grandmother, for example. When we start a letter, we will write kære, kære, kære. K-A-R-E. Kære. Dear. Dear. Yeah. Sære. Sære. S-A-R-E. Sære. It is weird in a plural form. They are weird. De er sære. De er sære. He is weird han er sær without the E. Sær. Sære. Sære. Yeah. So weird in plural form. Weird. Weird. Yes. So enough with the A-R-E sounds. Air, 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 air. Være, bære, lære, kære, sære. Many words There are lots more, but I think you get the point. So let's move on. Yeah, so a rule of thumb that you can remember is also that when R is placed inside the words, it is less of a consonant, less expressed like a consonant, and it is more like a vowel modifier. It changes the sound of the vowels surrounding it. So let's take some more short words with RE, but with different vowels in front of them, but all ending with RE. First, we'll take A. So, fa, danger. F-A-R-E, fa, danger. The sound R-A-R-E is danger. You don't say you say fa, danger. Yeah, fa. And then ba, just or only. Ba. It can also be naked. Ba. In plural form. Naked in plural form. So, ba. Bryster. Bare breasts, for example. Ba. But also just or only. Det er bare mig. It's just me. Det er bare mig. Just or only. It's only me. It's only a small thing. Det er bare en lille ting. Or just or only, yeah. Or bare, like bare feet. Bare feet. Yeah, you say it in English too. Bare feet. Yeah. Nøgen, altså naked is more nøgen in Danish. Bare. But ba also means bare. Bare feet, bare breasts, bare, yeah, anything. So, let's take ha. It means a bunny or a rabbit. Ha. Rabbit, a rabbit. Fa, ba, ha. And many, many more. But let's move on to the øre sound. Øre. It is øre sound. Øre. And øre, let's start with the easy one. Øre means ear. Øre, ear. Øre. And høre. To hear. You just put an H in front of R-E, and we have høre, hear. Yes, just like in English actually. You just put an H in front of ear. Yeah. Or E-R. Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah, it's true. And køre. K-Ø-R-E, køre. It means drive, to drive. Yeah. Køre. We'll now take gør. Gør is an exception. Here it is also spelled G-Ø-R-E, gør, to do. Do, gør, do, And gør, here the Ö is pronounced a bit different than all the others. There are all sorts of exceptions to the rules in the Danish language. So all you can do is just to repeat and learn and remember. So gør, gør, gør is different from køre. And the three other words, the Ö is pronounced like an Ö. But in gør, 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 it's a bit different to do. Okay. But the RE sound is the same. Øre, øre, høre, køre, gør. Har, bare, far. Yeah. So we can continue to do this forever because the RE is very, very common in the Danish language. So let's move on to some longer words with R inside the words. So, caramel, caramel, caramel. It means caramel, caramel. Caramel, caramel. Caramel, caramel. And here we actually hear that the R inside the word is actually pronounced as a strong R. Caramel. Caramel. Yeah, caramel. And ferie, ferie, vacation, ferie, vacation. Ferie. And vacation. It's vacation. And in the word ferie, F-E-E-R-I-E, we can see that the R completely is silent, completely disappears. You could actually have left it out completely, but it is there. Ferie, ferie, ferie. Yes. And next, historie, historie, historie. It means story or history. Story. Historie, 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 historie. H-I-S-T-O-R-I-E, historie. History or story. Means both. And again here, the R is completely silent. Historie, historie. Yeah? In the Danish language, we don't often see that three vowels follows one another. So we decide to just put a little R in between. Historie. We could have left it out. Historie. But no. Erfaring, erfaring, erfaring. Let's take erfaring. Erfaring. It means experience. As in, he has experience. Han har erfaring. Han har erfaring inden for sit område. He has experience in his field. Yes, erfaring. Experience, not as in exploration, experience, but as a quality trait, a trait or a quality that he has experience. Yeah, erfaring. And here we see that there are two R's in this word. The first one is prolonging and changing the first letter, r. It creates the sound r. So here we can actually also say that the ER sound in the beginning of the word is always sounds like like we will say the letter fine, fine. And the other R is pretty much silent, fine. But it's not completely. It actually changes the sound of the A in front of it. So if it was not there, the R, it would sound like a fang. So the R just changes it into R. AR sound is ah, as we heard in fa, ba, ha, ah. AR sound is ah, fine. Yes. Then we have interesse, which means interest. Jeg har interesse i at lære dansk. Jeg har interesse i at lære sprog. I have an interest in learning Danish. I have an interest in language. Yeah. Interesse. 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 Interest. Yes. And in this word we just have one R in the middle of the word, and it is actually pronounced quite clearly. Rejse. Interesse. Yeah, interesse. Interesse. That is the original strong R sound, as when R is at the beginning of the word. Yes. And let's grab a new piece of paper. And let's take some words where R is at the end of the words. So whenever the R is placed at the end of the word, it usually comes after a vowel, and it gives the very soft throat sound, ah. And let's take some examples. More. 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 M-O-R. M-O-R. More. Yes. And fa. F-A-R. Fa. And more means mother, of course, mother. And fa means father. Father. Yes. Fa. Yeah. And store. Big. Store. If we left out the R, it would be store. But when placing the R at the end of the word, it becomes store. So we kind of prolong the vowel and change the sound of the vowel in front of it a little bit. Store. Yeah. And bor. B-O-R. Bor. It means til leje. Jeg bor i en lejlighed. I live in an apartment. Jeg bor i en lejlighed. Jeg bor, live. It can also mean a drill. It bor is a drill. If we add a D, it becomes a table. Table, bor. Pronounced the same, just spelled a bit different. Men B-O-R is either I live or jeg bor, I live, or it is it bor, a drill, it bor. Yeah. Okay, so gør. Jeg gør. I do. Jeg gør. Or I make. Jeg gør. Jeg gør mig umage hver dag. Jeg gør mig umage hver dag. I make an effort every day. I make an effort every day. Yeah. Jeg gør. I make. Or I do. Yeah. And now let's take some a little bit longer words with R at the end. Humør, humør. A mood, mood. Humør. H-U-M-Ø-R. Humør, mood. Han var i et skønt humør. He was in a wonderful or lovely mood. Yeah. Humør, humør. Remember, humør, Yeah. And chauffeur, chauffeur. A chauffeur, a driver. Chauffeur. Chauffeur. C-H-A-U-F-F-Ø-R. Chauffeur. Driver. Or chauffeur. Chauffeur. Amateur. 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 Yes. A-M-A-T-Ø-R. Amateur. 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 Yeah. There we have again the sound. Yeah. And directeur. Directeur. A chief or director. Directeur. 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 Yeah. Yeah, there are so many with ør sound, with the ør. Ør. So it's a good sound to practice a lot. Ør. Yeah. Now that we've gone over all the ways in which the R appears both in the front, middle, and end of the words, let's practice again how the R sound is when it is in the beginning of the word, the strong initial R sound. So we will write some more words that starts with R, some words that are a little bit longer. So let's take regering, 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 which means government, government. Regering, where the R-E-G-E-R-I-N-G, regering. There are two R's in this word, one in the front, R-E, re, re, re. The R-E sound is re, re, re. And again, regering, regering. The second R is pretty much silent in this word. Regering, regering. Government, government. Yes. And resultat, resultat, resultat. Result, a result. Resultat, result, result, result. Re, re, re. Again, the re sound. Re, re. It is very, very common in the Danish language. Re, rejse. Regering, resultat. And reception, reception, reception. R-E-C-E-P-T-I-O-N, reception, reception. Yeah, just as in English, yeah. Reception, reception. And rengøring, 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 rengøring. R-E-N-G-Ø-R-I-N-G, rengøring. It means cleaning, cleaning. Yeah, rengøring, rengøring, cleaning. And romantik, 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 romantik. It's the R-O sound this time. Ro, ro, ro. It's one of the most difficult. Ro, ro, romantik, romantik. A-O-M-A-N-T-I-K, romantik. It means romance, romance. Romantik. Just romantic, romance. There is a sense of romance in the air. Der er en følelse af romantik i luften. There is a sense of romance in the air. Yes. And what more do we have with ro, ro, ro? We already have that ro, which means both you can see. It means calm or to row a boat. Ro, that ro, en båd, en robåd. We can also write robåd, rowboat, a rowboat, robåd. Yeah. And rolig, rolig, a calm person. Rolig as an adjective. Rolig, rolig. Han er stille og rolig. He is quiet and calm. Rolig, stille og rolig. Stille og rolig. Calm, yeah. And so let's take some with the R-Ø sound, which is more challenging. Rø, rø, rø. So we can say rødbede, rødbede, which means beetroot, beetroot. Yeah, rødbede. R-Ø-D-B-E-D-E, rødbede. Beetroot, beetroot, rødbede, rødbede. And rødgrød, rødgrød, rødgrød. Rødgrød means red porridge. Rødgrød. Yes, rødgrød, rødgrød, rødgrød. That's a difficult one. Rødgrød, rødgrød, rødgrød. Yeah, rødgrød. And then let's take the R-A sound. Ra, 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 ra. Rabarber, rabarber means rhubarb. R-A-B-A-R-B-E-R. Rabarber, rhubarb. Rabarber, ra, 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 ra. And ra, ra, han var meget rar. Han var meget rar. He was very nice. Or it could be an atmosphere. The atmosphere was nice. Atmosfæren var rar og hyggelig. The atmosphere was nice and cozy. Rar og hyggelig. Yes. And let's take another piece of paper. So, let's see what more we have. Radio means radio. Radio, if you still remember those. Yeah, I do. Radio. Radio. Once again, the RA sound. Ra. Rask. We'll write rask. It means well, free from disease, for example. Rask, well, he's well. Han var syg, men nu er han rask. He was sick, but now he is well. Rask. Ja, rask. Now here at the end of the lesson, I am going to challenge you a little bit further. We are going to pronounce some sentences, some tongue twisters with R. First one is Rikke røre rundt I rødgrød. And that means Rikke, the name, girl's name, Rikke, stirs the red porridge. Rikke røre rundt I rødgrød. Rikke røre rundt I rødgrød. And next one. Rasmus rejser rundt og ror på Roskilde Fjord. Rasmus travels around and rows on Roskilde Fjord. That's a river. Yeah, Roskilde Fjord. Rasmus rejser rundt, and repeat after me. Rasmus rejser rundt og ror på Roskilde Fjord. And next. Røde roser vokser rundt om rådhuset. Røde roser vokser rundt om rådhuset. And that means red roses grow around the city hall. Rådhus, city hall. And next. 3 røde ræve løber rundt I regnen. 3 røde ræve løber rundt I regnen. That means 3 red foxes run around in the rain. And next. Rikke køber røde roser på torvet. Rikke køber røde roser på torvet. Rikke buys red roses on the market. Or at the market. Rikke køber røde roser på torvet. And next. Rasmus rørte rundt I rabarbergrøden. Rasmus rørte rundt I rabarbergrøden. Rasmus stirred the rhubarb pudding. Rasmus stirred the rhubarb pudding. And next. Rikke og Rasmus rejser rundt I hele riget. Rikke og Rasmus rejser rundt i hele riget. Rikke and Rasmus travels around the whole kingdom. Rikke og Rasmus rejser rundt i hele riget. And next. Røde rabarber vokser hurtigt i regnen. Røde rabarber vokser hurtigt i regnen. Red rhubarb grow quickly in the rain. Røde rabarber vokser hurtigt i regnen. And next. Rasmus' røde racercykel rullede hurtigt rundt. Rasmus' røde racercykel rullede hurtigt rundt. Rasmus' red racing bicycle rolled around quickly. Rasmus' røde racercykel rullede hurtigt rundt. And next. Rikke rakte Rasmus røde roser hver fredag. Rikke rakte Rasmus røde roser hver fredag. Rikke handed Rasmus red roses every Friday. And next. Den rare røde ræv løb rask gennem rosenbusken. Den rare røde ræv løb rask gennem rosenbusken. The nice red fox ran quickly through the rosebed. Den rare røde ræv løb rask gennem rosenbusken. Og the rose bush. Rosenbusk, rosebush. Ja. Rabarbergrød med fløde er rigtig rart at røre rundt i. Next. Rabarbergrød med fløde er rigtig rart at røre rundt i. Rabarbergrød med fløde er rigtig rart at røre rundt i. Rhubarb pudding with cream is really nice to stir. So that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this lesson and learned something new. Remember to practice these sentences and these words to really get that correct Danish pronunciation of the letter R. I hope to see you again for the next lesson very soon. Have a wonderful rest of the day and a peaceful and blissful sleep.